Hello, Procrastinator, Sam here, and today I am so freaking scared, man. I've never been more afraid to see anything more in my life. For those that don't know, for the 5 of you that don't know, if you guys have been watching my channel for years, you may have heard me mention this series from time to time. If you pay attention to my background, you know that literally half of my bookcase is Avatar: The Last Airbender. The thing I've mentioned all the time is Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is my favorite TV show of all time. I love Sonic the Hedgehog. That is my video game favorite series, but when it comes to TV and entertainment and pop culture, it's Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I've been afraid to see this because of the controversies and the stuff in the past with the live action movie from M. Night Shyamalan back in, I think, 2010, 2011. That movie was the worst thing in the world. I think it's one of the worst rated things in Rotten Tomatoes. It is just, that movie scarred me. And the TV show, the series, I love and I hold near and dear to my heart. And I've been afraid for this to come out because I don't know how it's going to be. Originally, it started great. The casting's been looking good, but the writers walked away from the project due to creative differences, and that put a bad taste in my mouth. But I think I heard recently that they've been involved in some way, like they came back. And if you guys know more information about that, let me know down in the comments. But either way, with all that said and done, the live-action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender is here. The trailer is out. The teaser is out. It's time for my reaction, and I really hope Netflix didn't mess it up. So with all that said, let's jump right into it. Okay. The comment. That's a cool visual. Good music.
It's a funny thing.
Is that Iroh talking? Oh. Oh, this looks beautiful. Okay. Oh.
The future.
Oh, the visuals look great. Casting looks good. Oh, the world looks so much better. Was that Omashu? Zuko? Iroh looks great. Looks fantastic.
There's only one
Fire
way.
Lord. Looks great.
You keep it
Suki.
straight.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that looks just like the show.
Always remember who you are.
Oh, this is Roku talking, I think. Okay. Wow. Oh, the music! Yes! Agni Kai? Oh my god, this looks so good. Okay, is that Azula? That looks great too. Oh my god. Momo? Okay. Oh, he looks cute. Okay, good. Oh man. I don't want to give my hopes up. I don't want to give my hopes up. February. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I know I never do this. I usually, after watching it, I go into analyze mode, but I actually need to just rewatch that again because my brain right now was in like, oh my god, visuals. Like, I feel like I wasn't even listening to what the dude was saying. So I'm going to rewatch that back real quick. Give me a second. Okay, so I just watched it back again, and now I think I'm ready to go into analyze mode because I had to watch that again. Okay, so before going into it, there's 3 things that I love about Avatar: The Last Airbender, the series, and what makes Avatar: The Last Airbender, the series, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the thing that I love. It's 3 things: the characters, the writing, and the choreography. The characters, I loved all the characters in Avatar: The Last Airbender. They were all perfect. There's not a character in the series I hated. There's no character in the series that I legitimately hated. I loved every single character in Avatar: The Last Airbender. And the writing was probably the best writing I've ever seen in any sort of pop culture thing and any sort of TV series. I love the writing. It is so tight. And there's so much stuff under the surface too. There's so much, like, it's like an iceberg. There's so much stuff under the surface that if you're a hardcore fan, you know the little tidbits here and there in the series that they call back to something from like 2 seasons ago that comes back. And there's so many amazing things in that show. So the writing is super important. And of course, the choreography. The thing I like about Avatar is the bending. The way they animated it, the way they had each bending style, air, earth, fire, water. They had each element based after an actual martial art style. And I love that about the series. And it made the combat and the fighting amazing. It made it like eye candy. I loved it. So those are important elements to make Avatar: The Last Airbender what it is. The only thing I'm missing from this trailer, honestly, is probably the characters. I wish I saw more of the character interactions, but this is just a teaser, so I'm well aware you're probably not going to get it here, but I'm looking forward to seeing how the characters act, because that was a big problem with McKnight Shyamalan's Avatar movie adaptation, was the characters were literally walking sticks. I hated every single one of them. Especially Sokka. Sokka's supposed to be a super funny, charismatic, comedy relief character that's also super smart. And in that movie, he was just horrible. So I really want to see how the characters interact. We don't really get that here, but that's okay. It's a teaser, I understand. So I'm looking forward to that. But with that said, we need to jump into this. Rihanna, what am I doing? I'm ready to jump into this analysis. So this shot of the comet, oh my God. So good. So good. I love that it's there, but it makes me wonder, does that mean they have the comet in the sky at all times and it's going to get closer over time? I'm not going to lie. That's actually kind of cool. Now, I understand there's going to be some creative differences with this show. So I'm open to those differences. The idea of the comet getting closer to the Earth, though, over time, and visually being able to see it as a reminder of what's coming, I think that's actually not a bad change. I actually do like that. And I mean, in terms of it being also kind of semi-live action, semi-realistic, that would happen. You would see it come closer over time, but that's a cool detail. Now, this shot here, I assume this shot here is Zhao's prison type thing. I remember in the show when they captured Aang and the Blue Spirit had to go save him. I believe that's what this is. This looks very similar to that. And again, it looks fantastic. I like seeing, actually, this looks like, okay, I'm trying to think of what this is here. Clearly Fire Nation is attacking from the left, fire arrows there, but I'm not quite sure the location of this. This doesn't look like Kyoshi Island. It might be. I'm totally blanking on where this could be in the show. Oh God, no, we got to go back. So, oh my God, this is the Fire Nation invading the air temples. Oh my God, I just now got it. That wasn't a visual of the comet getting closer. This is 100 years ago when the airbenders were wiped out using the comet. So that's what we're looking at here is, so that's why the comet was in the sky. Never mind, I take it all back. But still, wow. So this is the air temple. Probably the Eastern Air Temple. Incredible. I do know there's a lot of fire arrows, and not a whole lot of fire bending happening though. A lot of swords and spears, and to be fair, that was like that in the show as well, but there was a good amount of fire bending as well. So again, I do hope there is a lot of fire bending in the show. Actually, never mind, I could take that back. That does look, this could be fireballs, not necessarily fire arrows. There was one thing I hated about the movie so fucking much, though, was the fact that firebenders could not make their own fire, and they had to use a fire source. I hated that. I think that made no sense, considering what's happened in the world. Fire Nation took over the world, and I think what gave them that advantage, realistically, is because outside of air, you need to have a source with water and earth. So those bending elements, those civilizations were at a disadvantage from the get-go. The Fire Nation could create their own fire, but waterbenders need to have a water source to bend water to fight them. So I hated that change in the movie. I hope it doesn't look like this adaptation's doing that, and that's good, because I hated that. This is a cool shot of the of the iceberg that Aang is currently in, a whole lot better than, again, the movie adaptation. But I'm gonna stop mentioning the movie. Of course, everything in here is better than the movie. It's a low bar. But I like the shot. It looks like there's Sokka right there. I don't see Katara. Oh, never mind. She's right there. I need to stop talking. Again, I like the casting choices so far. I've been paying attention to that. I have no problems. I think these characters look like the characters. I think Sokka looks like Sokka. I think Katara looks like Katara. I think Suki looks like Suki. I think the Fire Lord looks like the Fire Lord. I think Zuko looks like Zuko. And I think Iroh looks like Iroh. I love that. Good attention to detail. This looks like, this is Omashu. Because you could tell from the slides, the mailing system. Wow, just the visuals, they really went all out here. The world, and that's such an important thing with Avatar. It was the world was so magical and everything was so different, and I loved the world in Avatar, and seeing them actually properly bringing that into live action is just, I'm gonna start tear bending, bro. This is so good. Oh my god. Okay. So this is actually something I immediately noticed. The Fire Nation outfit is a little less streamlined than I want to say the one in the show is. In the show, I feel like there's a bit more metal in their armor, but this looks a bit more like leathery. I don't hate the change, I guess. I really don't. It's just a small detail I've noticed. But definitely the Fire Nation outfits here do look a little bit different. And I think that it's probably a creative choice. It's probably them to be more realistic to some sort of time period in the past. I'm not quite sure. Either way, I don't hate it. They don't look far too different from how they looked in the show. Just a little different, but not too far different. Still looks great. Cool attention to detail. I love that they're doing that. In the show, when Aang visits the Fire Nation in season 3, he learns the way they bow is like this, and they're doing that here. So the people writing this did their homework, and I like that, and I'm paying attention to that. I need to mention real quick, Zuko's scar looks fantastic. That was believe it or not, to those that don't know, that was a problem in the movie where it didn't look like a scar in the movie. It looked like he had an eye infection. I don't know. This looks an actual scar. This looks great. Zuko looks great. Iroh looks great. I'm looking forward to those Iroh scenes in here and how they're gonna make me cry for the 50th time. Oh god, the world, beautiful. So this is the Fire Lord's palace. Looks just like the show. I think this guy is doing, I don't know his name. I know he's from Lost. That's all I know. But he's nailing it. He looks great. He looks like he matches the part. I've seen some of his stuff. I think he's going to do a good job. We'll see how it goes. There's Suki. Oh man, the Kyoshi Warriors. This is exactly like the show. This is exactly like the show. And it's not like, this is not a situation where something being so close to the show where it feels unnecessary. No, bringing if you actually properly brought the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the series, to live action, that in and of itself is a treat to see. Because again, the world, the designs, the characters, the getup, they all look amazing. So seeing this as they are in the show, but just properly brought into live action, I'm already excited for that. Oh my gosh. I know there's gonna be some changes here and there, but I'm open to that. I understand that. If I don't open myself to that, I'm expecting myself to be disappointed, but I'm open to it. So this is the Crescent volcano. This is where Roku's palace was. This looks like a shot after he already made it erupt, maybe, but you see Aang fly here, which he's on his glider. Fantastic.
Always remember who you are.
Oh man, so the airbending looks fantastic. I just gotta mention Aang here. Wow, I think they did a great job. They kind of had a compromise with the arrow here. And I'll go into that in a little bit, but in the show, like, he had like a pure blue arrow tattoo. In the movie, they had some weird designs. This looks like a little bit of a mix of that, but more closely related to the show. I like this. I like the colors. I like his suit. It looks good. I love it. This is big. So what this is, and I know exactly what this is when he is, they find that burned down forest. And I think this is Hayby, that episode with Hayby. This, again, great shot. I like this. And I think, for those that don't know too, and I could be mistaken here, I believe they're doing just season 1 so far. And I believe the total runtime is actually about 20 minutes longer than the original show. So they're going to have a little more time to kind of let things simmer a bit more, to write in a little bit more detail on certain things. And one thing that I would like to see more of in this live action adaptation specifically is Aang's coping of understanding that he is the last Airbender and his loss with I feel like in the original show they cover it briefly, but right after the first couple episodes, he quickly moves on from it. And to be fair, he is just a kid, so it's kind of likely that's what's going to happen. But I would like to see a little bit more of a heartbreak there. And it looks like, he's falling to his knees here. This is probably, oh my God, this is crazy. This is probably Zuko when he gets burned by his father. In this shot here, I don't know if it's the same thing. First off, again, you don't need a fire source here. They are bending out of their hand. That's what we need. That's what we like. The fire looks fantastic. It looks great. So this could be that shot of Zuko getting burned from his father, but it looks like, I don't know if the person there is fighting back. So this actually might be Zuko versus Admiral Zhao. I'm not quite sure. Either way, the bending looks good, no matter what it is. This looks like some wanted posters of some kind, maybe. But it looks like maybe Zuko's drawing these, which I don't know. It's just really funny. I don't know if it is. The drawings look really good though. Great shot here. Zuko with Iroh looks fantastic. Oh, please, God, this looks fantastic. One of the things I loved about Avatar, especially with Zuko, when he would fight, one thing Zuko would always do was he would shoot fire from his feet. And I love seeing this here. This looks fantastic. That's what I'm saying. The choreography, it's important. And it looks like they're nailing it. That is 1000% Azula. This is Azula. And I'm surprised we're seeing her already, because Azula doesn't come in until season 2. In fact, I'm surprised we even saw the Fire Lord, because the Fire Lord, we don't see his face until season 3 in the show. So it looks like they probably ripped that Band-Aid off right away. Not against it. It's fine. It's an adaptation. So things are going to be changed here and there. She looks menacing. Looks great. Looks fantastic. This is what I was talking about here. So it looks like they have a little bit of a design in his tattoo. And I don't hate it. It looks like you could only really notice it until he glows and goes into the Avatar state. But I like the visual. It looks great. I love this. This, oh man. So this is is that Aang? I don't know if that's Aang. But those are Kyoshi warriors. So this is when I think Zuko's fighting on Kyoshi Island, maybe? Maybe that is Aang. Yeah, that has to be Aang with all the airbending. But this looks... Oh, yeah, Aang was probably... I forgot. Aang was probably wearing Kyoshi uniform stuff during this fight. So, yeah. Oh, the character... This is important. Because they made... In the live-action version, they made Appa and Momo look scary. I'm happy to see that they at least look cute. At least Momo does. I don't know if we get a good shot of Appa's face here. Momo looks pretty cute. I mean, he's kind of like a bat lemur in the show. So bring him to live action. They could have made him look a whole lot scarier, but he looks cute. I like it. This looks fantastic. Fantastic. And yes, that is Kyoshi Island. You could tell from the Kyoshi statue right in the beginning there. So a lot of these shots here are the first couple episodes, and that's understandable. That's going to happen. They're still making the show. Oh, man. This looks so promising. Wow. The music too. Sounds fantastic. Oh my God. I am just, oh God. I'm so like, I'm so scared to be excited for this, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it, Netflix. Okay, Netflix, you got me. I'm excited for it. Don't fuck it up. That's all I ask. This is my favorite series. I love this series, and it looks really good, and I am very much looking forward to it. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, please let me know. Leave a like, share. I really appreciate it. Again, I know this is mainly a Sonic the Hedgehog channel, but I like talking about what I like to talk about. So if you guys are open to more Avatar stuff, I'd be down to do it. And I wouldn't mind doing like a reaction series when this comes out, or maybe a vlog series to talk about my thoughts of each episode. Please let me know. I need the support to know that. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I'm looking forward to this. It looks great. I'm happy. I'm excited. Today's a good day. We take those. With all that said, this is Sam signing out. See you later, procrastinators.